I am back from Thanksgiving break, and of course I gotta share with you all the fragrances I wore and what they were giving on the trip. So let's get on into it. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Lisa Maria here. Let's finish November out strong. Super excited. Hope everyone had an amazing Thanksgiving break. If you are celebrating, if you got some time off, if you traveled, let me know in the comments below. I know I did. We went back home, we ate until we got full and stuff and passed out. It was an amazing time, but of course I had to take some fragrances home because I was around the family and the festivities, and we had a good time. But as always, lipstick of the day today, everyone. I was feeling kind of peachy nude, that is, and this is MAC, and this is MAC Kinda Sexy Lipstick, an oldie but goodie. And bonus, I do have the OG Fenty Gloss Bomb over it in the Fenty Glow color. That is the gloss that is on top. As always, my face details, because I know y'all like makeup, will be linked below in the comments below, so you don't have to look for it. And the good thing is, a lot of makeup is on sale right now because, hey, we are in Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Cyber Week, just holiday sale season. So yes, this is the time to get your makeup. I've just been noticing. Next up, we have fragrance of the day, and I wanted something that would be perfect for the cooler weather. It is in the 40s today here in Nashville, and I'm super happy about that. So I wanted something to reflect that. And this is from the house of BDK, and this is BDK's Soir, the Extrait. As you all know, this was a new release, came out at the end of summertime, and this was a love at first sniff. And y'all know from that sample, it had to get an upgrade. So BDK's Soir, the Extrait. Full dedicated review will be coming soon, but until then, I do have a dedicated review on the original BDK Soir already up on the channel. So definitely check out that video until, of course, the Extrait version's video goes up. So all right, everyone, as always, when I travel, I take my handy dandy travel case that holds my fragrances. And I take this case because whenever we go home, which for the new elves, you might not know this, I am originally from Memphis, Tennessee, as well as the head elf. So we are team Memphis all the way. Memphis versus everybody. If you know, you know. And so we drive home. It's a great 3.5-hour road trip, depending on traffic. Sometimes we can get it done shorter than that, you know, but hey, we just hop in the car, hit the highway, and we're home. So I always like to pick out some scents I'm gonna take home, and I can take the bottles because hey, it's the road and we're going home, so therefore you can take more stuff with you. It's really fun. We were gone for 5 days, which is great. So Wednesday to Sunday, and I want to share with y'all what I wore. So for the travel scent, aka Wednesday, the fragrance I wore was an oldie but goodie that was a hate to now love, and I wore Tobacco Honey from Tom Ford, you all. So I'm happy about this one. This is like woods, there's vanilla, there's tobacco leaf in here. Like, it's just, it works. I talked about this scent a lot. I picked it up last year. I found it at my cosmetic company store, and originally I hated this fragrance, but on skin it warms up and I get the hype. This is pretty. At first, I used to think this scent was overly masculine, but as of late, again, I've had this scent for an entire year, and this to me is a cold weather scent. So I'm loving like the season of time I'm wearing it, which is, of course, we're in the end of fall. We're about to go into winter in December. So to me, this is perfect, and this definitely smelled like Thanksgiving. So I was like, let me wear this on the road, and it worked. And I have to say, y'all, Tom Ford's Tobacco Honey, this scent has very high longevity. I sprayed it, and of course, when you're traveling, that's it, you know, you're on the go. So I really couldn't retouch it even if I wanted to. So it survived the road trip. It also survived getting to my parents' house, sitting, eating dinner. We watched some basketball because tournaments and things were on, watched some NBA, all that, and I could still smell this scent very loudly. And this was at the 8-hour mark. So I gotta admit, Tom Ford's Tobacco Honey is absolutely worth the hype, and the longevity is warranted. This is what we mean by when we say OG Tom Ford fragrances, because this is considered one of the OGs. The OG scents have the longevity and projection, and this is what we want to see from the newer scents. And the newer scents don't stand a chance, in my opinion, and definitely in comparison to the OG type of scents. It's just the truth. And I was reminded of that on this trip. So yes, Tom Ford's Tobacco Honey was the travel scent for Wednesday on the road, and of course, seeing the families. So of course, y'all are like, okay, now what did you wear on actual Thanksgiving? Which Thanksgiving is always on a Thursday here in the United States. So the scent I ended up wearing, which I'm surprised I went with it, but after I thought about it and I looked at my outfit, because I wore a hot pink sweater today, I wanted something that reflected my mood, and I was kind of in a girly, obviously hot pink type of Barbie vibe. So I'm so glad I packed this scent, and I'm really happy because it just matched what I needed it to do. And the scent I wore was from Killian, and this is Love Don't Be Shy. You all, I was enjoying this scent so much to the point that I even took it with me, had it in my purse so I could touch up as we went from house to house, because spoiler alert, this is our first Thanksgiving married, and yeah, that is a lot. You have to juggle your time, you gotta see both sides, you gotta see everybody. Yeah, it is a job. If you've been married and experienced this your first holiday season, please let me know in the comments below. But we made it work, but it's a task. It just is. But it was fun, and it also means I have more places to eat because there's more homes to visit, so it's super fun. So I wore Killian's Love Don't Be Shy, and I'm actually glad I had it with me, you all, because somebody was asking me about it and we were talking about it, and I was like, oh, well, actually I can let you smell it for yourself. You don't just have to smell it on me. But of course, smelling it on me was the conversation piece. Like, okay, what are you wearing? Can you tell me what it's like? They were really interested in it. I didn't just volunteer the bottle. They was like, no, can you like show it to me? Like, so they really were intrigued by the fragrance. I was like, I can do you better than that. Here's the bottle so you can smell it for yourself, spray it on a napkin, put it in your purse, and we did all that. Absolutely, this scent is some marshmallows, it's candy, it's powdered sugar, it's orange blossom. I get why the girls love it. I'm officially one of the girls that loves Love Don't Be Shy. Finally, it's taking years for me to get to this point because at first I was not here for it, but this is what happens when your nose matures, and it's also what happens when you wear it and smell it at a different time. Because the first time I smelled it, it was in the dead of summer, and I was like, that is way too sweet, like no. But now smelling Love Don't Be Shy in the cold weather, yes, this is a cold weather scent. Smelling it in November was the best thing ever. Absolutely, I see why people talk about it this time of year because yeah, it's definitely one of those cold weather scents for sure. So Love Don't Be Shy from Killian, very hyped once upon a time. It's still a bestseller for Killian, but check it out if you haven't already. So on Black Friday, which was super fun because this day was so random, we really were thinking we were just gonna chill and relax. We didn't plan to go out and shop or anything. We just were not in the mood. We had been up all night, visiting family, kicking it and all that. We didn't get into like 2:30 in the morning, so we slept in on Black Friday. It's just what happened, but it was a good time. So we ended up hanging out, taking it light, taking it easy, head off and not. But then that all changed because Hedel's father was like, hey, I'm doing a fish fry today. Oh, and by the way, I invited your parents over. So it became a whole family affair. So yay, round two, we had fish. He had catfish buffalo, and he also ordered wings, which by the way, Els, if you come to Memphis, Memphis has the best wings. Just so you know, I'm willing to say that out loud right now. A lot of people think Atlanta has the best wings. No, they don't. Plus, by the way, whenever you come to Memphis, you gotta get honey gold wings because you can only get it in Memphis. And if you get it out of town, that means the person who's making them is from Memphis and they got the recipe from Memphis. Just had to say that. But yes, you all, the fragrance for the fish fry, look, I'm still thinking about that fish. It was so good. The fragrance I wore was from the House of Parfums de Marley, and yes, I wore the new one, the Altair fragrance. Yes, I took it with me because I wanted something that was chill because I was still coming off of the long day that was Thanksgiving. Okay, this top is on here really tight. Okay, I got it off, and this is so good. This is the vanilla that we needed, the vanilla and cardamom in here. Bourbon vanilla. Yes, Parfums de Marley knew what they were doing making this one. This scent is fantastic, perfect for this time of year. I mean, look at the bottle. It was cozy, it was comforting, and it wasn't too much. And I also want to give an update as well on this one too, longevity. Longevity is actually there, and I'm speaking on this one more because this is a new scent. I know a lot of y'all have been asking me about it before I do the dedicated review. Haven't done it yet, so this is your update. But yes, Parfums de Marley Altair. This scent is really, really good because normally y'all know how I feel about vanilla based scents, but this is a vanilla with personality. This is what I like when I'm gonna wear a vanilla scent, and this is one I don't have to touch up. This lasts, so I have to say that. Very impressed. So I gotta admit, this isn't a scent that I purchased back when it came out just as a hype purchase. No, this one I'm still enjoying, I still like. And again, the longevity and the projection is there, so I am impressed, which that's what we want. We're gonna pay Parfums de Marley money, and I did pay the full strength for it because I got it at Nordstrom. I'm pleased with this purchase. I don't regret it. So this was worth the money to me. It was really good. So Parfums de Marley Altair was the Black Friday scent. Then there was Saturday. You want to talk about the laziest day ever because at this point we were just so full and all we did was eat leftovers all day and relax. But I still wanted something that smelled good just in case we went out or we had company come over, which that did happen. So the fragrance I wore for Saturday, which would be the last day that we were there full time, full day, shall I say. The fragrance I went with was, of course, my Gan Tobacco Honey. Now, y'all know Tobacco Honey had to make the trip because, as you know, this was my most recent purchase when we went to Houston. Y'all, the honey in this is just, it's smoky and it's sweet. This was so good. And let me tell you, this one got a reaction. So I wore this fragrance, which is minding my business, what have you. We were out at the time doing a little bit of shopping to pick up a few things that we know we can get when we're at home, not necessarily here when we're back in Nashville. And the head off was like, okay, what is that do you have on? He's like, I really like it. And I said, it's the one you helped me pick out. And it was this. So I gotta say, you all, Tobacco Honey is head up approved. And I wasn't even fishing for a compliment. Like I said, we were literally out and about doing our thing. So, but he was like, that really smells good on you. And at this point, I had had it on for like 5 hours. So this scent does last. You can smell it. It is not a skin scent. So yeah, this one, Tobacco Honey is worth the hype. I'm still loving it, and it's still everything to me. This, in my opinion, Tobacco Honey is holiday 2023 for me in a bottle. This is already the queen. It just is. I can say that right now. And of course, Sunday was the final day, which was a travel day. So I wanted to wear something different because I did pack some samples with me. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna wear a new sample and a brand new scent that I talked about in my fragrance shopping video when I went to Houston, Texas. Definitely check that out if you haven't already. So I decided to wear my sample of the Bond No. 9, their new scent, the New York Forever. And of course, here it is. I kept a wrapper because I love how they look like candy whenever you get Bond No. 9 samples. So I wore the Bond No. 9 New York Forever. And I'm glad I had a sample of this scent because on paper, yes, on paper, I do like it. It's cinnamon, it's warm, it's fuzzy, all that. But to me, on skin, it didn't give me as much as I would have liked. And it didn't last as long as I would like to. That's something else. So I got about 4 hours out of New York Forever. So it's a nice scent. Definitely, you gotta like cinnamon to like this scent. Vanilla and cinnamon, in my opinion, the most. It's cool, but do I need a full bottle of it? I can officially say as of right now, no. Because I was like, it's cute, but it didn't move me like some of my other bonds that I have. And y'all know how I talk about some of my other bonds. So for me, this one is just okay. So I'd highly recommend testing it for yourself and test it on skin. Let me say that too, because I do like that how it smells on paper and how it smells on skin is the same, but however, that longevity and the projection isn't what I thought it would be. So I was kind of a little let down in the department. So I just want to give y'all that update on Bond No. 9's New York Forever. Now I did pack 2 other samples. They did not make the cut, but I will tell you what they were because I at least considered them for the trip. So the 2 other samples I took were my sample of Creed Adventist for her, and I'll put a picture up, of course, which this is the scent I'm still trying to decide, do I want a full bottle of? I've been going back and forth about this scent for like 1.5 years. I don't know. I'm kind of sold on it, but then I'm still not all the way. We'll see. But that's why we keep our decants. That's why we keep our samples to continue to play in it. But I was thinking about it. I'm considering it. So we'll see. Then the other sample I took was a bond that I absolutely love and I've been talking about so much this season. And that is my Bond No. 9 Chelsea Nights. And of course, I have the bottle of Chelsea Nights. This scent to me, now had I gone out to say like a party or something, then I would have wore this, but I didn't do that. We mostly hung around family, that type of thing. So I was like, I ain't gonna hit them like that. I'm not gonna come through the door like that. But now, have we gone to a party? This is the one. Chelsea Nights is a good time for sure. So that's the only reason I didn't wear it, because none of the events needed Chelsea Nights, in my opinion. So all right, everyone, that wraps up the fragrances I wore for the Thanksgiving break, the Thanksgiving holiday. Let me know what you think about my scents and what I had to say about them, giving you all updates on how they wore and what they were giving or not giving. Tell me as well, what scents did you wear for the Thanksgiving break if you did celebrate? Let me know, what was your scent? Was it a hit? Was it a dud? Let me know in the comments below, because I know y'all are very opinionated and you're gonna tell me anyway. But until next time, I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.